Vaseline smile. Hello, everyone. This is Scratch and Jack, your host for Not Across the Pond. Sunday night hangouts, where scale modelers of all shapes and sizes like to hang out and share their tips and tricks with one another, and also revel in one another's scale modeling achievements. And I had a joke, but I don't remember it. That's how kind of a weekend I had. Celebrating an 80-year-old man's birthday is really tough on me. I don't know. When I get 80. Anyhow, I just want to say a shout out to Heath if you're watching. Sorry you can't make it, but we got 3 people before the letter H. We're going to start with Bob. How you doing, Bob?
Hey guys, how's everybody doing today?
Good.
I got lots of stuff today. Really much stuff. We'll start right here. I picked this little guy up yesterday.
Oh yeah, nice.
And it actually looks like it's a pretty decent kit. It was $7. Got recessed panel lines and stuff in it. Actually, it looks like it's gonna be a fun kit, and I'll be building that. I painted it this morning. Got it painted up this morning. That's that. I got my car kit all ready for the 48-hour build next week, the Father's Day tribute. My dad used to have
Nice.
442, so I'm going to build that for him for that.
I remember those cars. Do you? Do you remember those cars there, Bob? Like in person?
Yeah.
I thought I was
in that car.
Uh-huh.
Matter of fact, my birthday's tomorrow, and I'll be 50.
Happy birthday! You don't look 50. You look like you're turning 40.
And then for the Love of Freddy group build, I'm working on this Kingfisher here.
Oh, nice.
And I'm not sure how well it'll show up. We've got the cockpit and the gunner station installed. And we got the wings built. This is the high-tech version that comes with the sheet of photo etch with it. Really neat kit. It's an old kit. It's from 1967 tooling.
So are these the things you got for your birthday?
No.
Oh.
What I bought myself for my birthday, I just bought the little skipper because I thought it was cool.
Uh-huh.
This is what I bought myself for my birthday. 132nd Revell.
Oh, wow.
4G Phantom Wild Weasel. Got it from the good old Hobby Lobby coupon. It was for $54. I got it for $33.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Big 30-second scale kit. That's my birthday present to myself.
Nice. You're gonna be busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna do the same thing like a lot of other scale modelers in this community do. They fart and there's a model.
Well, skipper will probably be done tomorrow. I've been off the last 6 days, so I got a lot of stuff done. Working on, say, Kingfisher will be a couple of weeks. The car is part of the 24-hour build or 48-hour build next weekend. So it'll get done in 2 days. And the Phantom, that'll be a long term.
Yeah, for me, it's more like the race between the proverbial hare and the tortoise. More like the hare, so I'm going to lose that one. That's for sure. I mean, I build sporadically, so yeah, you're going to be busy.
Yeah.
It's a nice place to be. Nice, consistent, smooth, sort of like, sex. No, I didn't say that, did I?
I was trying to make my thing longer than Jamie, but I failed, I'm sure. About 10 minutes. So that's all I got, guys.
We should be talking about sex. I mean, scale modeling to me is the same. I don't know about you guys, but anyway, how you doing, Carl?
Plastic and lubricants and so.
Yeah, I got turned right on already. How you doing, Carwin?
Not great, but getting there. Suffering a little bit.
Is the weather improving?
Well, it's about 7 degrees today.
How much?
7 degrees.
7?
Yeah, with heat wave.
That's cold.
Yeah, so I can turn the heating off.
We're sweating our proverbial bullocks off here. It's actually quite warm here.
But yeah, it's cold. Yeah, just
Cold weather produces model kits being built. Am I right?
well, all weathers do. If you chose the weather to build a model, if you only built a model when it was warm in the UK, you'd never build a model.
Well, I'm the other way around.
So yeah. I mean, working on the shuttle for Jamie, so for the interior, and it was a bit fiddly, but yeah, it's coming along. It's getting there. It shouldn't be too long before it's finished. You know, but you know, I molded up all parts. I molded up a new astrogator for it because the other one was the wrong size. I got a brand new one, which is now this big.
Nice.
So that's ready to go in. Yeah, got the computers all molded up, got the chairs all molded up, and yeah, it's getting there.
Is this the runabout or is this the TOS?
No, it's the Galileo.
It's the original TOS. Okay, it's the Galileo. All right.
So, but I have said that I may further along down the line do a 2-foot version. So, but that's for later plans. That's way down the line. That is.
Okay. Well, I don't know about you, but when I'm feeling bad, I don't model. I can't. I have, you know.
It depends because like the way I look at it is that because I'm just sitting down. I'm just sitting down when I'm modeling. So I put a hot water bottle on my back and I'm pretty much, you know, I'm okay. I'm not exactly doing anything. If I need to, I'll just put something on my lap and just work off my lap. So
isn't that interesting?
Well, you've got to sit down. So
sure.
May as well just put something on your lap and carry on working.
Well, yeah. Sitting down is halfway down. For me, it's halfway lying down, sitting down. Yes.
Yeah. So
this is why I sit for a job. It's like halfway sleeping. Yeah, but what do you work? I mean, can you show something?
Yeah. Well, I can show you one of the miscasted chairs. One of the ones that didn't come out properly. So.
Oh, nice.
So that's you can see where the cast didn't take to the side of the supports. But it's you know I had to put these in because the other ones are so bad, just so bad. It was like right, I can't leave well enough alone. My OC just kicked in and it was just like right, no, I'm making new ones. So yeah, there's that. I finished off pretty much finished off. I've got to do a little bit of clean up paint now on the back panel. And I've got the light wired into it. So that's ready to go. And then it's just all the install of the computers because I want to make sure everything's cleaned up and everything's nice and clean before I install them. So get everything done first, and then I can install those, and then it's pretty much ready to go.
Cool. How you doing, Dave? I haven't seen you in a bit.
Been a few days, huh?
A few days. Yeah, you thought you'd get on because of that artificial drought that you got there. Is that right? You just thought you'd.
We got. Well, you know, we're up in the foothills, so we get a little bit more rain than the valley does, or Northern California, but it's still bad up here. And we got the other day we got a little over ½ inch. Anything is welcome, you know. But we are so, our reservoirs are way down. I mean, basically the rest of the
it's also
the state robs them whatever we get from the snowpack. It's shipped, nothing to send down to them. So they basically like Folsom. They're just trying to keep the water level the same. It goes down 400 feet, and some of these huge reservoirs they're only like at 30% capacity.
Oh wow!
And some of them are dropping like a foot 2 foot a day. They're going to be basically a water pool when the time when it rolls around again. So.
Well, I guess if it drains out, we'll get to see whose bodies are at the bottom. Maybe we'll find Jimmy Hoffa.
You'll find all kinds of things.
Maybe we'll find Jimmy Hoffa, right?
Supposedly he's
or at least
in
a part of him, anyway. So, have you done anything in the hobby? You don't do much, but have you done anything? Not much, huh? I think his internet just went kaput.
Scared him off.
Yeah, let me go grab it real quick here. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Can you see me? All right.
Okay, he dropped out. Has anybody seen him?
Nope. He's frozen.
I'm getting back.
Like just frozen.
Yeah. Yep, he's frozen. And you're kind of dark there too, James.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I still frozen?
No.
There you are.
Now you're back.
Show us. We need some.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Frozen again. Not everybody should be having this problem.
Google must be making improvements again.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Okay, you're coming in just fine now. What do you got? There he goes again. He's out.
Wow.
Choo-choo.
Sweet.
Am I frozen up?
No, you're good. You're good. Hold it up.
Okay.
Hold it up. Just keep holding it up until your arms fall off. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That looks good. Wayne does a lot of that. He does a lot of the locomotives.
Yeah, Wayne's locomotive is massive.
That is big.
Yeah, can you see that? Made in 1957. This is all, and when I got it looked like a big yellow turd. And so I use stuff. It's they use it for like graffiti stuff. And anyway, it's not solvent base because I had some I had to fab all the plastic parts on it, but there was a couple plastic parts that I wanted to salvage off of it. And so anyway, it takes time, but what it does is it breaks down the paint, and it literally just rubs right off. But you got to be patient. I had to let it set in a bag overnight just to let it eat away, to break the molecular bond of the paint down. And of course, if you don't have any parts you're worried about messing up, then you can just use your solvent, and then after 5 minutes, you can do what you need to do. But I kind of took my time because there's a lot of detail that was all covered up when they painted it. Long time ago. I used the Rust-Oleum primer, the high build auto primer.
Boy, that connection's bad. All right, David.
And I went back and used a full colored black.
He's having a hard time.
He said he's having bandwidth problems. So.
Yeah. All right. Hang on. How about that? Can you see me now?
We can see you. You just keep freezing out.
Yeah. I turned my bandwidth way down. I don't know what's going on with AT&T. Now I can see you. Am I still froze up?
No, you're actually better now.
Am I better now? Okay. All right. So anyway, what I did is I used on this. It was yellow. I took all the paint off of it. I used a Rust-Oleum out of a rattle can automotive primer, and then a matte finish automotive paint
Uh-huh.
out of a rattle can in orange peel, and I went and I used like 4-0 steel wool over it, and any orange peel that took it right off. So
Cool. Cool. It just came to come to mind. There's that hand cleaner, that citrus hand cleaner. Would that work?
Then I tried that acrylic. What's that?
It's like a citrus hand cleaner that takes off grease off your hands.
Yeah.
Like how mechanics use it. Would that work as a stripper?
I don't know. I've never tried it.
Does anybody know?
I use this.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
How you doing, James?
I know there are paint strippers that are made from orange oil, so
Right.
possible.
That's why I thought. Anyway, how you doing, James?
I'm doing fine there, Jack. If you've been following on my images of posting, I see that I've got the
I'm going to finish it.
I've got the single mount AA guns are now all mounted.
Look how tiny that is, guys.
Yeah, they're only about 5 millimeters high.
Wow. That would be less than a 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then so they're all done, and I've been working on the dual mount guns now. I'm still building pedestals and that tonight.
Oh, there'll be guns here, and there's something else here where these pale dots are. You got something down on there. Okay.
So the singles done, and then get the dual mounts done and get them in. I'm trying to fill all the center part all in before I start working on the main guns on the outside. I don't want to keep reaching over the ship when starting, so I'm trying. There's the parts for the dual mounts. And the one's part's the pedestal and the other part's just the guns. The black lines you see there are fold lines for the pedestal mounts.
Right here.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that interesting? Very fine work. I wouldn't recommend taking this to your bathtub and playing with it when you're taking
a
bath. Paper would melt, yes.
It would curl up in a big hurry, yeah.
It soaked for a few seconds, huh? Yeah.
But look how tiny these guns are anyway. You got even the Morse code spotlights.
The searchlights are there, yeah.
Are these the searchlights?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow.
Still no Rado there.
What?
I'm still missing the Rado.
It's coming.
Tiny. Oh. Huh.
That's neat.
I think once I get the guns done, I'm going to do the mass and probably start on the auxiliary craft and get those all built.
Looking good.
Well, I haven't had a chance to look at the community, just to backpedal a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys with these details, you with paper, James, and of course, Carwin is doing an interior here. All right, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Am I right, Carwin? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the interior. You got.
What will be the best tools to use when you're working with such small parts, besides any other?
I'd probably say when you're working with a scale like that, ask somebody else to do it. That's the best thing.
No, you guys wouldn't do anything for me, so I don't even bother asking.
I was just gonna say use small tools.
Yeah. I use like my pin vise with the tiny drill bit in it. My X-Acto blades. I got snips and just things like that. It's just cutting things at a small size. What I tend to do, like with details like on the front of the computer console, there's a couple of tiny little switches. Mm-hmm. So what I've done is I cut the entire thing in one long strip and then divided it up. Mm-hmm. So that's the easiest way to do things like that. Don't try to make one and then try to make another one to match it. Make a whole lot and then just divide it.
All right. I would get a new hobby knife blade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I would actually use the point and push it into the part and handle it that way.
I have a whole box of them, and any time. Once I've used one for about, because they came in a pack of 100 for about £2. So once I used one for doing a couple of parts, every now and again you can sort of feel when the point is just no longer as sharp as it should be.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so, if you look under a magnifier, you'll see where the point starts to get rounded, and then you know the point's gone.
Yeah, it's just they're not so bad that you can throw them away. It's just you've got different grades of sharpness.
Uh-huh.
I end up keeping them in a little container. So yeah. I mean, tweezers and just sit down and go through it and.
Sure. But as I said, I sometimes press a knife and that knife tip into it because it's so small. Mm-hmm. And it really doesn't leave behind a mark that you could easily notice because the part, after all, is small. I'm talking about. Oh gosh.
Well, there's different people use different things. Like I use tweezers and toothpicks to maneuver things, pick things up and maneuver around. Some people use a little bit of blue tack on the end of a toothpick to pick the small items up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've done like when I done the this computer. Let me show you this. When I done that, to get all the computer lights to line up, I just used a really thin pin, marked out where all the lights were on the console first, and then went through it with them with the pin vise then. So
that looks good.
I had like a guide hole for it. So
that looks good. You're gonna attach LEDs to this fiber optic, I've no doubt.
Oh yeah. I've got a whole bank of. I programmed up an Arduino with a whole bank of multifunctioning LEDs.
Sure.
So that the entire thing's going to be a little bit more alive.
All sparkly and everything.
Oh yes, it's a shame it's going into an AMT shuttlecraft.
Yeah.
All I have to say is AMT.
Yeah, bastards.
And it was AMT that actually built the full scale one they used for the show.
Yeah, and they still got the kit wrong.
Yeah.
Useless sods.
Well, I'm going to skip you two. I'm going to go right over to Matt first because Matt's going to make sure Matt is not falling asleep.
Yeah.
I do.
Super strong coffee already.
It's late at night and you're drinking strong coffee.
It's 8:30 in the morning, yeah?
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought you were somewhere else, but I guess you're not. What do you got going on over there?
I'm still working on the Blade Runner Street.
Oh, God, that Blade Runner thing is so freaking cool.
That is amazing.
Well, I'm going to have to just keep talking. I'm going to look at, try to conjure up the pictures you had posted. But go ahead.
I think I'm near the halfway mark on the bulk of the build. There's still lots of small detailing to do, and I'm currently working on the air conducting for it. So the next building is going to be plastered with all of these.
Mm-hmm.
So it's coming along nicely. So they're all going to sit in together into LinkedIn.
Wow.
I got that idea from a picture from a building up the street. So I'm currently doing that.
So what are we looking at here that you posted? I'm not sure as to what I'm looking at exactly.
Right, and that is the underside of the main diner building.
Oh, it's the underside.
So you can see the white panels that I've put on the underside.
Uh-huh.
They are going to be backlit, and they're going to be like shop signs. So the big blank area in between it, I've somehow got to put the yeah, there we are. I've got
how are you going to resolve the corner though?
That's what I'm still. That's why I've been putting that off until I can figure out how I'm going to do that properly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking I'm going to have to carve it out of polystyrene or something, cover it with filler, and then vacuum form it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But again, that's my lead-in idea so far at the moment.
Wow.
So I don't know exactly. I'm just putting that off.
Uh-huh. Wow, look at that.
Bulletproof way, or if I see something in the shop that I think, I can buy that, and then butcher it.
These look like air duct, am I right?
Yes, yes.
And these are air ducts too.
Yeah, those are the same ones, just a bit further along.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So they're going to go onto the building next to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have a few pipe work. I haven't thought about what I'm going to put on the ground floor of the next building yet. So just waiting to see if anything comes to mind for it.
It almost seems like you're taking the place of Ken Skiffington, because he's away at work this summer. He's away at work during the summer. He'll be back, I think he said October, November sometime.
In November, yeah.
November, and you're quite talented there, Mister.
Oh, thank you very much. So I've got I've got a main building here that I'm currently. It's huge.
That is so cool.
And then the next bit actually sits on top of it.
Oh wow!
Twice
Oh my goodness! And what scale would that be?
148.
148.
So
That's pretty small.
there's going to be about 3 buildings next to it, so it's going to be about 3-4 foot wide by the time I finish it.
Mm-hmm. And as some non-scale modelers would ask, great stuff. What are you going to do with it?
And it's now looking pretty.
So it's not,
Same as every other model I've got.
I mean, once you're done, I mean, I think it's a fair question to all of you. What do you do with it?
Yeah.
Might go over here.
Just going to build the wall.
They're looking pretty.
Future coffee table.
When I'm famous, they can be sold for millions.
Well, I'm really looking forward to it. But when working with just styrene in your scratch building, what's your what advice would you give to somebody who wants to start doing something like that? What would you tell them?
Run away.
Go back to this. What's that?
Lots of scrap paper,
Mm-hmm.
a ruler, and a pencil to make every single measurement.
So you're suggesting to do something out of paper first?
Well, no, it's just the fact that you draw it out and you work out every single measurement, so when you cut it, you know it's all going to fit together.
Yeah. You try to take out as much.
Guesswork.
Yeah. You try to take out the guesswork out of it so that you've got some idea of how it's going to go together before you actually build it. Otherwise, you're just going to end up wasting a lot of time cutting plastic that's not going to fit.
Well, I built one window frame, and one of my measurements was slightly out, and it wouldn't fit, so I had to throw it away and start again.
Mm.
Well, if you remove all the guesswork, I guess I'm never going to start one. What's the fun if you're removing all the guesswork?
Not all again. Just the bulk of it, all the main frame, obviously you need it to fit in perfect and correct and bits. So all the nirmies and the greebly bits, you can just go nuts with those.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I was talking just earlier with Carwin about a 350 scale Excelsior from the Star Trek movies, and I started drawing some pictures, but I thought I was wasting my time. So you're saying that is a pretty good place to start. Is just put it on paper and see what it looks like on paper.
Yep.
Yeah, and then get all your measurements down, and then you'll know. It's better to pre-plan than get halfway through it and realize, oh God, I've made a cough up of these measurements here.
Because I was also thinking about, we go through a lot of breakfast cereal and use that paper, the cardboard, to sort of make a mock-up of a problem that you might be having. Would that be an idea?
That's what I did with the first building. I built it out of cardboard, first of all, just so I could get a feel of how I put certain parts together, what it would look like. So I was working from such bad photos that I had to use a lot of artistic license to get it to look okay.
Yes, I remember you thinking that the building was about 10 foot shorter than it was.
Yeah, because the first photo I had, I was looking at it and was like, this can't be the right scale. I can't see how people stand up inside it.
Well, enough from us amateurs. Let's talk to the real pros. Jay?
Hello.
So what do you... I like how you look up in a camera like that. You look mad. Yes.
Well, I figured everybody else was frozen. I got to be frozen at least once. So.
So what do you got there?
What I have been working on, a commission build that I am finally almost finished with. I just have to finish putting the windows in. This is what I started with. This is the Alliance model Colonial Shuttle. Fortunately, this was hollow cast, so I could cut it in half and put an interior in it. But this front slope here is wrong. It's got to come out about that far. And there were just a lot of places, especially back in this area, that are completely wrong. I don't know if I can zoom this in at all to make it so that I can don't know if it'll let me. Never mind.
There's not enough pixels in there, I guess.
Yeah, but anyway, so down here, there was no base or anything. So this is what I came up with.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Jay, that's rubbish.
Yeah, you're right.
Send it to me, and I'll make sure nobody ever sees it.
But the base is based on what the Galactica interior landing bay looked like. I can get this to work. There is an interior in there. It's lit up and all pretty and everything. I haven't finished the windows yet. The engines are lit up nice and bright, and as you can see, I made a bunch of photo etch to put around the engines and such because I didn't want just a bare bulb sticking there, and there was supposed to be something there. This section right here, it was completely wrong, so I rebuilt all that. I put in some decals that were not included. I made photo etched antenna because the antennas were wrong. But all in all, it's I'm happy with it, and yeah, you can see inside there. Come on, focus, you bitch.
Did you do a photo etch for the interior as well, or?
I used some photo etch on the interior, yes. I don't know if you'll ever see it, but I did put photo etch on the interior as well because I wanted it to look really, really nice. And it does come apart, you know, so that, see, the model is, obviously it can twist and turn, but the model comes off of the base with a plug so that I can ship it safely.
Yeah.
And not run into all kinds of horrible problems along that line. Because I wanted to get to him, you know, in one piece, and so. But yeah, even the nameplate there, it's hard to see, but that nameplate is photo etched aluminum.
Huh.
Nice.
And so.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop you a line about that because I'm looking at doing some photo etch myself.
Oh yeah, it's a lot easier to do than people think it is, and it's kind of it's I mean, like, to do these cones over the what are they, over the running lights. I made a bunch of these. I made one in what is it? I used not Photoshop, but the other one, Illustrator, and made one and then printed it up and connected them and then photo etched that.
Yeah.
And then just taken I bent them around a piece and glued them on there, and they work great and they look like what they're supposed to. So.
Yeah, photo etch is really good for doing detailed parts, so I'm really into doing some.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper to do than people think it is, and it's really not that hard. So
what's the quality like? Because you probably got a 300 dpi printer, have you?
I actually was running them at 600.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with the method I use, you can get lines that are, you know, you can get as thin a line virtually as you want. I mean, it's amazing how fine you can put them.
Mm-hmm.
And you can even do double-sided, so you can make fold lines and things like that.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm looking to do a bit of my own photo etch as well, just because it's like all the computers that I've built here. Would have been so much easier if it was all photo etch.
Huh.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm thinking strongly of doing an episode of the show about that is on doing your own photo etch.
Definitely do it.
Yeah, I will.
Do it now. Do it right now.
Right now. Okay, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Well, it's like 5 minutes, huh?
Well, it takes a little longer than that, but.
Very good work, Jay. And I still think you should send it to Carwin so nobody sees it.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll hide it from everyone.
Good work, Jay. Speaking of good work, Keith sometimes pukes one up, don't you?
What's this?
You do some good work too. You puke it up. So, what do you got going on over there in Tasmania?
Other than cold weather, I'm doing a little bit of the glider.
Oh, yeah.
The Goblin. He's wiring everywhere, but I got some bronze on it and stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah, he's come along. I mean, there's a lot of sort of sculpting and whatnot else I want to do with him, but yeah, that's getting there. But at the moment, I'm doing.
Hold on. What's the wire for?
I'm doing. I'm going to put like jets in it on the underside and the back and stuff like that. So I'm going to light it all up.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay, you got my attention.
I've been looking around for reference for it, and I can't seem to find anything. It's not anything. There's so much stuff about Green Goblin in the cartoon sort of world, and it doesn't really show you jets or anything. Like, you can do it whichever way you like, really. So I just thought, well, whatever.
Yeah, the design of it will change depending on what artist was drawing it. So
yeah, it does. So I thought, whatever. I'll just put some jets in there and light them up, and I haven't found the necessarily greeblies for it yet, because nothing sort of springing out at me, but it'll happen. It'll happen. I'll have most of it sort of sculpted and filled in and everything by then, so that'll be the last thing I do. But recently I've been doing this, which is the Marquee Raider.
Yeah, I'll be doing that soon too.
Now that is sweet.
And I've just been drilling out and sanding and stuff like that, all the areas that for the impulse, and around the side there I had to, I don't know whether you can see it, but there was some I had the Don's Light and Magic parts, but I didn't use them because I thought the plastic bits actually looked better. They just needed to be sort of sanded and you know, the holes sort of cut out of them so you can get light through them and stuff like that. And these actually give a lot better 3D effect than what Don's Light and Magic ones do. So, but yeah, that's what I'm in the process of at the moment. I don't know whether you can see it, just, you know, drilling out holes. You know, so I can take those bits and pieces out and backlight it all. But it's, I mean, the model's only got about 20 pieces or something like that, 25 pieces. There's not a lot to it, so it's all going to be in the...
For an NPC kit, it's not bad. But what's interesting is that you can drive every Star Trek rivet counter crazy because you can do anything you please and it's correct. Why?
Yeah.
Because you see the damn ship for like 3 seconds.
And you know how hard it's been trying to find reference for it.
Yeah.
Just about impossible. There's a lot of artist impressions, but as for actual studio scale models, I've found 2 pictures, and of those 2, they're not very good anyway. So
that's correct. What's even more interesting, I'm using the box cover as reference, if that means anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna drive. We can drive. We can do 2 different versions, and we can fight about it. And the rivet counters will be sitting back saying, "Who's right?"
Yeah. You never know.
Anything to drive the rivet counters crazy, I'm all for.
I've also been doing these little Mark II Vipers.
Oh, isn't that cool?
Those are cool. I've never seen those before.
Yeah. Yeah. This one's sort of in surgery at the moment.
Where are they from?
Eh?
Where are they from? I mean,
They're Mobius.
Mobius.
Yeah, it's this box def.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
They're 1 to the 72nd because I got the Razor Raider, and that's, to me, that's 1 to the 72nd scale. It says 1 to the 48th, but it's not. It's definitely 1 to the 72nd. It's a beautifully detailed model, and I just wanted something to go with it. Yeah, when I heard that Mobius were bringing these out, I of course had to jump on them. And they're really, I mean, for what they are, they're a really well detailed little kit. They're not as good as the 132nd, but they're pretty good. I can't really complain.
You should build a scale Galactica to go with them.
That'll work. What an idea!
Not enough room in his shop.
I'll just tear the house down and do that. Yes. Yes. Brilliant.
Yeah, well, we shouldn't give him any suggestions there, Jay. He's Tasmanian after all.
Yeah, well, exactly right. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, this guy, I don't know whether, I think I've shown it before, but he's
Oh, yeah.
basically done.
He's looking great.
I
So
can never get
he's
tired of
done.
looking at that.
Yeah, all right.
Never get tired of looking at that. It's so cool.
So he's turned out well. I've finished his bag off and stuff, and all of his leather and belt and blah blah blah. So he's done. He's just now waiting for he's just waiting for his glider.
Yeah. He looks really good. I mean, the last time we were chatting, you were fiddling with his pumpkin and painting his sack.
Yeah.
Wow.
I finished painting his sack and had fun with leather.
Yeah. Just get it all looking good.
He's extremely happy.
Yeah, but look at the smile on his face.
Yes, exactly right.
Things always go downhill so quickly.
Well, that's because perhaps American English is different from Tasmanian English to, basically the UK has a lot of interesting terms. I think I'm going to start using bullocks at work, and they're not going to know what it means. So.
Yeah.
I actually had to ask.
Yeah.
I actually had to ask.
It's a good, it's a good sounding word as well.
Is that it, Keith?
That's it.
Okay. Excellent. I thought I'd really geek out today, and I'm not a Pokemon
Pikachu.
fan, but you know who this is, Bob?
Pikachu.
Oh, okay.
Gesundheit.
Every time I wear this at work, I get so many reactions. I'm walking wherever I am with this, I get comments, and all positive, of course. Well, I've been a little busy this afternoon, coming back from my trip. And if you're not a Star Trek fan, you've got to appreciate at least the decal. The original decal. Thank you. The original decal is pretty bright orange. In fact, let's do this. Sorry, Carlin, but I'm getting feedback.
Is that the one from JT Graphics or the one with the kit?
This is actually, help me out, Jay, the other one.
That's the one that comes with the kit, isn't it?
No, the one that comes with the kit was a really bright orange.
Okay, yeah. I can't remember which one that is.
Oh,
really,
that's right.
really nice.
Oh, yeah, it is JT Graphics. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually sell them in two types. They sell two types very much like the original. That's the way the decal sheet looks like.
Yeah.
But they also have a decal sheet that has fewer number of decals, which I got to thank Jay for a tip that he gave me, because I did cut out one of the decals, ready to immerse it in water and put it on, and he suggested that before I do that, spray it with a Tri-Line Clear. And it actually made the decal much more durable. Thank you, Jay, for suggesting that, because these decals were pretty thin. It would be delicate without them. The first try, they got a little mess up on the head there. And but the rest of the decals went on just fine as whole. Didn't even have to chop them up. Let's see if I can turn this off.
Hey, Jackie, you could probably put the original decal over his beak.
This is a very subtle lighting project they did.
It looks good.
Yeah.
I got decals to put on top here I didn't know that I needed to do. But I wanted, these are not bright at all. In fact, they're showing up on camera just about the way it would be in person. These are supposed to be the cloaking device's emitters. So without any real reference from the original series, I thought I would do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
And these are all not just holes, but they are fiber optics being poked into the holes, and they're not attached to the LEDs. It's picking up the ambient light inside the model. That would include
Looks nice.
the.
Yeah.
So I like it because you can see it in this kind of light, and it's supposed to be a covert ship. When I turn the light back on, it'll just disappear. You know, I mean, no, the whole ship will disappear. You see, it just disappeared now that I turn the light on. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this build.
Yeah, it's looking good.
It looks great.
Yep. Thank you, and thank you, Jay, for suggesting that because up close it gave a very this Krylon gives it a really strange velvety texture, and it's of course flat, and it's deepened the colors on the model. It's a light gray with a hint of green on it, and the decal itself is a muted orange, but it muted it even further. So as you can see, it's not very bright at all.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about the Krylon spray. Why don't I show you the can? Just a second here. Okay, I lost it. I left it outside.
Left outside?
I left it outside. Yep, here it is.
Oh yeah.
This is the Krylon Max. It's a crystal clear acrylic flat. They also make a gloss. I bought Rust-Oleum and it's a mess. It comes out gloppy. So this comes out really smooth. Good stuff. Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
And I'm almost getting close to getting done with my Star Wars models. I finally was able to cast this little puppy right here, the clear piece for one of the hatches on the TIE fighters. And I'm also working on the X-Wing. There's my cockpit.
Cool.
Well, won't be lighted. These won't be lighted. These are static models. That'll be part of the diorama. Anyhow, the Green Goblin got me looking at this particular kit. This is a Superman. Great paint job. In the sense, it looks like the cartoon.
Yeah, that's based on the Alex Ross Superman.
Can you explain what the difference is between Supermans? I guess there's differences.
The artwork that Alex Ross did for Superman made it. He tried to make the book look more. I want to say photoreal, but the character he tried to make. He tried to do them more as portraits and less as comic book art.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love Alex Ross's work.
It's like the older Superman. Well,
Yeah, that's the Kingdom Come Superman, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kurt is actually a very good painter, I've noticed. He puts a lot of effort in it, has quite a lot of experience. I found his painting very enjoyable to look at. I'd like to see him actually do it on a video.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he has a channel. Do you guys know if he has a channel?
No clue.
Cool stuff.
But yeah, I mean, the good thing with what Alex Ross does is if you take a look at the outfit, it actually looks like he's wearing material. It doesn't just look like this skin tight stuff. It actually looks like there's some sort of cloth on him.
Yeah.
James, haven't you?
So yeah, it's very, very nice work.
Yeah.
There's something else up here. Oh, I thought it was a Firebird. I wasn't even sure. I had to look. I'm not sure what year. I think it's the early 70s. Oh, no, that's not right. There we go. Of course, it doesn't cooperate. There we go. There we go.
That, I think that's a 72.
The 72. I thought it was the early 70s.
Yeah, I think that's a 72. I think it's the one with the slightly pointed front.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's actually the front end of a Le Mans of the same year. My dad had the Le Mans. A friend of his had the Firebird. It was a green. It was a avocado green. And and the best part about the Pontiacs back then, the seats were made of vinyl. And on a hot day,
You stepped up.
you could actually hear your thigh bacon. You're wearing shorts. I mean, your thighs hit that thing. It's like, ah! That's the best thing about the Pontiacs in that era. They used to sell these kits, like on late night TV, the patches that you kind of like blow dry them on or something. And they were also vinyl too.
I remember those.
Dirk had shared something, and I don't know if Dirk is watching. I did invite him, so maybe he's got his kids or something. But you guys can help him show what this thing is.
Oh, that's
Striker.
Yeah, that's from.
That's the Stinger.
DSV9. Yeah.
From that underwater show.
Yeah, that submarine
okay.
show. Sequest, yes.
Sequest, that's it.
It looks like a freaking shark.
Yeah.
Talk about
Yeah,
fun.
that's pretty sweet. I like that look. I'm interested in getting one now.
Okay, here's the rivet counter in me. You can see his thumbprint, fingerprint. I don't know, one of the two. That's the rivet counter in me.
Turn that into CSI.
Yeah. Right. I like the paint job. He did a pretty good job of the paint there.
Any idea what scale that is at?
A scale?
Yeah, because it looks pretty big.
Yeah, 125.
Like 35th or something like that.
35? That's not that big. Where's the line of his paint? There it is, where his thumbprint was. His paint line here is really good. How does one achieve that? Does anybody know to make it so even like that?
Probably just roll back the masking tape. Lay down a piece of masking tape and just roll back the edge.
Oh.
Yep.
Or you can mask with blue tack, and then when you're painting, the paint will blow under it a little bit.
Yeah, if you just lay the masking tape on it sort of like that, instead of having a sharp edge, then when you spray it, then you'll get this feathered edge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, it's pretty stippled, so it probably was sprayed with a low pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Low pressure, as in how many pounds? Would like be 20 pounds? Something?
Well, less than that. I mean, when you want to stipple something, you usually can. I personally will bring it down to like 5 pounds pressure, or even less. That forces it to come out in bigger drops.
Well, maybe I should ask. I asked a question earlier about once you're done. Ask Craig, because I do believe he lives in a small apartment, and he's doing like full-scale like dioramas.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, look at the mud.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's some damn pretty mud.
That certainly is. That certainly is. He's really good too. And it's not a very large diorama, but it sure gets the message across there of what Seen this. These are German tanks, am I right?
No idea.
Could be.
German tanks?
One,
Lightning
well,
on
you got
it
a
for
Sherman
sure.
and you've got a Tiger.
Okay, Sherman is in the background there.
Yeah.
And the Tiger was whom? The Soviets?
No, that was
German.
Germans.
Oh, where's a German? Okay, see, what do I know? I can only recognize a Sherman. Well, at least I did recognize our own. This is interesting. Magnus Friedel. He did a film. No, that's actually a link. He's not supposed to have that link on here. Mark is still doing a lot of Gundam kits, and this is his latest one, which I kind of like because it's kind of like half and half. I'm going hide-ish. Isn't that amazing work? This is. It looks like the plastic is already colored.
Yeah, most of them are. Cause I've had a few Gundam kits.
Mm.
Well, gee, that takes care of the paint, doesn't it?
It's designed for the amateur, very amateur model builder who just wants to cut them off the sprue and just fix them together.
How much does a model kit of this nature cost? Anybody have any idea?
You get different sizes and different grades. The cheapest is about £5-6, which is about $10. Anywhere up to about $150-$200.
Yeah, so you get a different grades because I know Matt's got a couple of really nice ones.
Yeah, I've got one of the most expensive, which is known as a perfect grade, and that'll be about $1.50 once it's built. But I think most marks are high grade, which is equivalent to about 1/60th scale.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
We have to call an exterminator because we're having a bit of a rat problem here lately, and I'm not sure exactly, what to do about it. Where are you going? This is Fritz.
Fritz helps out with your kits, no doubt.
No. Fritz actually causes severe trouble with my kits. That's why. That's why he doesn't run around on the table.
Uh-huh.
But Deanne just brought him down, so I figured, why not?
Well, there's just one more member I'd like to show here. Alex Dom from Germany. He's doing oh gosh, I have to look at the word. He's doing a German part, I know that. But see, it just went away. Where did it go? Come on. There we go. It is his Carrera GT.
Oh, it's Carrera GT. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His work is extraordinarily fine in the sense of if he's painting this, he's doing a bang up job of it.
Yeah, it looks good.
Looks real good.
Looks really, really nice.
No.
Too bad I can't zoom in into these pictures. Get them closer up. Yeah, that will be the headlights. It almost looks like you build this kit just like the car would be built, you know? They give you that many parts. Because, AMT would do something like this, but it won't be multiple parts, it would just be one.
Oh, yeah. It'd be a two-piece kit.
Right. And I'm not even sure what brand kit that he's building, but I show that. That's like cool stuff. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. An hour was pissed away, as as we just sit here and talk about models and everything. It's been a great joy doing these shows. I got to tell you that I've learned a lot. I mean, talking to these guys, if you're just starting in this hobby, you know, you can ask anybody, and I'm sure anybody will answer as to what you need to know. Like, I got these decal sets, and I'm like, this is looking pretty delicate here, mister, and Jay says, why don't you spray it down? And it really worked. And I probably would have lost, how much was it, about $25 for the sheet or something like that, $15, $15 or $20, I think, was for the decals. And the first set got destroyed, but thanks, Jay, and this is what this community is about. We are a vibrant community. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and thanks, Bob. Bob?
I'm here. Yeah, thanks. See ya.
You have a good night, Bob, and thanks for sharing what you got. And hey, you got a lot of kits ahead of you, and we want to see some progress on them.
I'm working on one as we speak. Corsair is being built.
Very cool. Very cool. And thanks, Carwin, for joining us, too. And I hope you feel better, and I hope the weather improves, too, which probably won't happen, but you're probably
that's going to happen.
Yeah, no, I think we had our summer about 4 weeks ago, so back to being cold and wet now.
Right, it happened here, but just think of it this way. Our friend Keith in Tasmania is heading towards winter.
They'll still be warmer.
Yes. Right, and thanks, Dave, for coming in. I know you've been having trouble. Thanks for showing what you got to share.
Oh, no problem.
And James,
Hopefully
thank you.
We'll soon get this fixed.
And thanks, David, for sharing too. And of course, James. And Jay.
Yes. Hello. Hi.
That's an awesome kit that you got put together. Your client's going to be happy. I can tell you.
I hope so. I showed him pictures of it, and he kind of went nuts. He didn't know I was putting an interior in it, so. Seriously, my attitude is always give the customer more than what they asked for.
Oh, sure, sure. And if he asked for, just curious, if he asked for an interior, what would you have done if there was anything else more to do?
Oh God, I don't know. But he didn't. You know, the base was not included, and I don't know. I'm sure I would have come up with something. So. Okay.
This was a good thing that got done. And Keith, thanks for joining us. And Matt, it's been a pleasure too. And thanks for taking Ken's place. If he's watching, he's probably saying, no, nobody's going to take my place. But you are an awesome builder, and thanks for sharing. And yeah, we're looking forward to having that build thing done.
For having me.
I'm loving that diorama.
This is your host, and in a couple of weeks we're going to have across the pond. We didn't have one yesterday, but we did have a Sunday. We'll have a Sunday too in a couple of weeks. Until then, everyone, happy modeling. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.